Welcome to today's video. Have you ever felt a chill run down your spine when you're scared and suddenly notice tiny bumps rise across your skin? Those strange little spikes, called goosebumps, are among the most fascinating examples of how our bodies still carry ancient instincts from a time long before smartphones, cities, or even civilization itself. Did you know that goosebumps can actually play a role in creativity and problem solving? It's true. Studies have found that the sensation of chills can spark inspiration and help us think outside the box. This video is about why we get goosebumps when we're scared, a question that's not just about biology, but also about evolution, emotion, and how our bodies still whisper secrets from their prehistoric past. Imagine this. You're walking through a dark forest at night. The wind rustles the trees, and you hear a branch snap behind you. Your heart races, your breathing quickens, and suddenly, your skin prickles with goosebumps. Why? What's actually happening inside your body at that exact moment? When we get scared, our body activates the fight-or-flight response, a survival mechanism that's millions of years old. This reaction floods our system with adrenaline, preparing us to either run from danger or confront it. But here's the curious part. Those tiny bumps on your arms, the goosebumps, don't actually help you survive today. Yet they once did. Back in our evolutionary past, our ancestors and even our animal relatives had much more body hair. When an animal is frightened or cold, tiny muscles at the base of each hair follicle contract. This action, called piloerection, causes the hairs to stand upright. In animals, this makes their fur puff out, trapping more air for warmth, or making them look bigger and more intimidating to predators. Think of a cat arching its back, or a porcupine raising its quills. That's the same reflex happening on your skin when you get goosebumps. For humans, though, we lost most of our body hair long ago, so while the physical effect remains bumps on the skin and hairs standing up, the original purpose serves little purpose anymore. It's a biological leftover, like a tiny echo of our animal past. But goosebumps aren't just about fear. You've probably felt them when listening to a powerful song, watching a movie scene that gave you chills, or standing in awe of something beautiful. That's because goosebumps are also linked to emotional arousal moments when we feel deeply moved, surprised, or overwhelmed. Scientists believe this emotional version of goosebumps still ties into our ancient biology. When strong emotions hit, our body activates the same pathways that once prepared us for danger or survival. In fact, the signal travels through a special part of your nervous system called the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for your involuntary survival reactions, like your heartbeat speeding up or your pupils widening. When adrenaline surges, it also triggers the tiny muscles under your skin, tightening your hair follicles and creating that prickly sensation. It's fascinating to think that fear, wonder, and beauty all share the same biological root, a tiny ripple of electricity running through your nerves that ends in those little bumps. So the next time you get goosebumps, remember, it's your body's ancient alarm system flickering back to life. Even though you're safe, your brain and body are still wired to protect you from the wild. It's a living memory of evolution, showing how deeply connected we are to the creatures we once were. But let's dig deeper into the science of how goosebumps actually form. Each goosebump is created by a microscopic muscle called the arrector pili muscle. These tiny muscles are attached to hair follicles all over your body. When you experience a strong emotion, fear, cold, excitement, your brain sends signals through the sympathetic nervous system to contract these muscles. When they contract, the hair follicle pulls upward and the surrounding skin bunches slightly, forming the visible bump. At the same time, adrenaline rushes through your bloodstream. This hormone increases your heart rate, sharpens your senses, and gets your body ready for quick action. The goosebumps are just a side effect, a leftover reflex that doesn't help us much anymore, but still reveals just how deeply emotion and physiology are intertwined. Some scientists even think goosebumps still serve a subtle purpose by tightening skin and pores. They might slightly reduce heat loss in cold environments, though this effect is minimal in humans. Imagine standing outside on a crisp winter morning. Those small bumps might help retain just a bit more warmth. Others believe they could heighten sensory awareness by increasing skin sensitivity, a primal alert mode. Whether braving a chilly concert outdoors or experiencing a sudden shiver during a thrilling moment, goosebumps continue to remind us of our evolutionary past. What's most amazing is that this tiny reflex connects fear, beauty, and emotion all through the same biological pathway. Whether you're scared by a horror movie or moved by a symphony, your body reacts the same way, with tension, and a spark of adrenaline. It's also worth noting that not everyone experiences goosebumps in the same way. Some people get them easily, while others rarely do. Genetics, emotional sensitivity, and even music preference play a role. Researchers studying frisson, that wave of chills some people get during emotional moments, found it's linked to stronger connections between the parts of the brain that process emotion and those that handle sensory input. In other words, the more emotionally attuned your brain is, the more likely you are to feel goosebumps from music, art, or awe. We'd love to hear your personal experiences with goosebumps. Have you ever had a moment where you were unexpectedly touched by a song, a film, or even a piece of art? Please share your stories in the comments below, and let's explore these fascinating experiences together. So the next time you feel those tiny bumps appear, take a second to appreciate what's happening. It's your nervous system playing a song written millions of years ago, a melody of instinct, emotion, and biology, still alive in every one of us. Let's keep exploring the everyday wonders of the human body and the strange, beautiful science behind them. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more fascinating science facts, hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see the full playlist, the link is in the description.